The table below gives the percentage distribution of female teachers in the primary schools of rural areas of various states and union territories of India. Find the mean percentage of female teachers by all the three methods. We have to calculate the mean percentage of female teachers using all three methods. First we will see direct method. Percentage of female teachers is given. Sometimes this number will be given in intervals or otherwise unique numbers will be given. Number of states or union territories is a repeated value. Repeated value in the sense percentage of female teachers or 15 to 25 means between these intervals 6 teachers are working. So between 25 to 35 range 11 teachers are working. So this is the frequency. Always the person comes under frequency. The other thing will be an observation. So this is xi and this is fi. And now you can understand which one has to be taken as xi and fi. Now let us see the direct method. To find the mean in direct method, we have the formula x bar equal to sigma fi xi by sigma fi. So what is xi? Here interval is given. So with the interval we cannot do anything. There must be a single number, that is class mark. Class mark is upper limit plus lower limit by 2. Class mark equal to upper limit plus lower limit by 2. This is xi. So I have written xi here in the third column. 25 plus 15 is 40. 40 by 2 is 20. 35 plus 25 is 60. 60 by 2 is 30. So upper limit plus lower limit by 2 is the class mark. That is xi. Xi is here. And then fi xi. We have to multiply both xi and fi here. And I have written here. In our formula we have sigma fi xi. So I have added all those things and written here. Sigma fi is here. Sigma fi xi is here. Just I have substituted these values in the formula and got the answer. Okay. Yeah, in the first example the single number is given. So that we have taken it as xi directly. So fi xi we have multiplied and returned. In this question intervals are given. So 10 to 25%, 25 to 35. So in that way the intervals are present. So we have to calculate the class mark. That is xi. So class mark we have calculated. Class mark formula upper limit plus lower limit by 2. So we have calculated and found the answer. This is direct method. Okay, why should we go for another methods? Second method is assumed mean method. Third one is step deviation method. Why we have to go for another two methods? Here the xi value is high. We cannot do any changes in frequency, that is fi. We can make changes only in xi. What are the changes have to be done? Okay, here the numbers are big, 2-digit numbers. Here also bigger numbers. When for calculation it will be harder only. So we can reduce xi. How to reduce? That is the second and third method. Okay, second method is assumed mean method. For assumed mean method, x bar equal to a plus sigma fi di by sigma fi. So what is a, what is d? We have to see. A is the assumed mean. Assumed mean means here we have calculated xi. In xi, we have to take one number. And that should be a middlemost number. Here we have 7 rows. So we can get the middle number. Here the middle number is 50. So that one we can take it as a. To find di, we have to subtract xi, this number, with this a. That is di. Di equal to xi minus a. Xi is this number. So 20 minus 50 equal to 30. 30 minus 50 equal to minus 20. In that way we have to calculate di. When compared to xi, di is little bit smaller. Here 40, 50, 60, 70, these are bigger numbers when compared to these numbers 0, 10, 20, 30. So now we have reduced xi as di. So now we have to calculate fi di, that is here. Just I have multiplied fi with di. 6 into minus 30 minus 180, 11 into minus 20 minus 120. in that way we have multiplied, and then in our formula we need sigma Fi di. So I have added everything here. This is sigma Fi di, and then calculated sigma Fi here and substituting now. Hope you understand. Mean x bar equal to a plus sigma Fi di by sigma Fi. So a is 50 plus sigma Fi di is minus 360. So this is here, and sigma Fi is 35. I have substituted here and simplified. Now we got the mean in assumed mean method. See, the answer in first method and second method are the same. Now let us go for the third method, step deviation method. Why we have to go for the third method? What is the difference? In DI, the numbers are in 2-digit, 30, 20, 10, in that way. So this is also somewhat harder. Now we have got the number with the last digit 0, so we can multiply easily. If it is 22, 26, 32, 35, like that, how do you calculate? It will be harder to calculate, So we can reduce this number with a common divisor, that is h. How do you choose h? That one we can see in the third method. Step deviation method is a plus sigma Fi ui by sigma Fi into h. These two are given thing, and you know how to find xi and di. See, the values are higher only. So when multiply with Fi, it is little bit harder. Now we have the last digit or 0 in this problem. It won't be like this in all the problems. So we can reduce this number for easy calculation. So we can take a common divisor for di, that is 10. So if you have doubt, you can find that number, that common factor here also. That is class size. Upper limit minus lower limit is the class size, that is height. I have written here a is assumed mean, height is class size. That class size is the difference between the intervals. Upper limit minus lower limit is the class size. Here all the class sizes are same. The difference between these two numbers are 10 only. So we can divide this di with the class size height. If the class size is different, we can go with a common divisor for these di. Okay, here it is 10. The class size is 10 and the common divisor for di also 10. So we are dividing di by 10. Ui means xi minus a by h. So we are dividing this number by h by 10. So we have divided here and written the answer. Next one, for our formula we have to calculate Fi ui. So Fi ui calculating here, and we found sigma Fi ui. And I found sigma Fi. This is sigma Fi. We have to write I in a suffix, and then we have substituted x bar equal to a plus sigma Fi ui by sigma Fi into h. So you know what is h now. A is assumed mean is 50 plus sigma Fi ui is minus 36, and then sigma Fi is 35, and then h is class size 10, and we found the answer. So our question, see that in all three methods we have got 39.71. So whatever be the method, we will be getting the same answer. So don't worry to choose the method to solve the problem. To reduce the complication in solving the problem, we have these three methods. Be careful when doing the calculation. Our question is to find the mean percentage of female teachers by all three methods. So our answer is the mean percentage of female teachers in a primary schools of rural areas is 39.71.